Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I have new nails, and yeah, so I did some new nails. I used two colors that I am almost positive I have not used before, and yeah, so here they are, and then here's the other hand. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do, so I did the inverse. And this color right here. Oh, look how pretty. That is this color right here by dvok. It is dmo4. And I believe this one is from the Once Upon a Summer Season 1 collection. I want to believe, I swear it was called like Iris or something. I don't know, because the Once Upon a Summer collections all have like names, but they're never on the bottle. They're only on the swatch card. So yeah, but DM04 is the name of it, and again, it's just so pretty, and it's even like better in person. This is 2 coats. It's so much better even in person. I look a little, I just put oil on before I started filming, so my hands are still a little greasy, but oh, and like in person I feel they're even like cuter. This polish, my nose itches, oh my god. Like, it's just like this really pretty like purple with like just the glitters in it, and even if it's not magnetized, it's so pretty. Like, I would recommend this even for people who don't like magnetic polishes. Like, here's the swatch stick. Like, oof. Oof. Oh, I can't. I love it. So I do recommend this polish. I recommend dvok just in general. I've got a lot of them, but like this color is very pretty. Get my hair back there. This color is very pretty. Like I said, this is 2 coats that I did magnetize it, but even when it's not magnetized, it is just super gorgeous. The stuff level is really good. It's kind of thick. I know I just showed it on the thing, but let me show you like the thickness. Like, it's one of those like stretchy, like thick polishes. And all of the dvok polishes I think are kind of thick like this, but I don't see that as necessarily a bad thing. It can be bad, depending, but I feel like in this instance it's kind of nice. It stays where you want it kind of thing. So, oh, I love that. And then the other color, also from dvok, which is this color right here, slash, like, you know, the other one's on this hand, but I'm just going to show these off because it's a little bit easier to see. This polish is freaking, oh my god. Like, it's hollow, it's magnetic, it's got rainbow glitters in it on top of already being a holographic. Ugh. Also by dvok, and this one is called DM21, and this one is from the Once Upon a Summer Season 2 collection, and I believe this one's like name was Sunspot. And oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Again, this one's also kind of thick. Oh, this one's not as thick, but it is still pretty thick. Hold on. Yeah, this one's still a little bit thick, but not as thick. But this is just it on the thing, so you can kind of see what it would look like non-magnetized. Because again, this one also would just look stunningly gorgeous, not magnetized. Like, this one is a little bit on the sheerer side. Like, I feel all of dvok's polishes are kind of sheer. Like, all the magnetics kind of sheer. Like, you definitely have to use 2 coats. Their syrups are syrups, so they're definitely, but even then, like, syrups don't necessarily have to be super sheer. But, you know, all of their polishes definitely need 2 to 3 coats. This is still 2 coats of this one, but you can definitely, like, see, especially, like, if I was to hold it up to the light, you can still see, like, like, if I have it like this, like, you can kind of see where it's, like, a little bit transparent, like, when it's not reflecting off the magnetic part of it, you can definitely see where it's a little bit sheer. But this is still 2 coats, and oof, I feel like magnetizing it is what brings out the hollow a little bit more, and not magnetizing it brings out, like, you're gonna see more of the rainbow glitters, but you still see it's just so pretty. And here is the swatch stick that I have on this one. But so pretty, so pretty. I literally just did these, so, like, I just got done. But oh my god, they are so pretty. Like, I can't, like, I love them together. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this hand better, with more of the purple and with the silvery one more in the middle. I like that one more. They're both so pretty. They self-level very well. Again, 2 coats. Probably could have did 3, especially with DM21. This one I probably should have did a 3rd coat, but I just didn't want to, like, do that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to, like, do too many coats. And then also, just really quickly, the nail tips I used are a new one to me. These are the soft gel short coffin nails. I hadn't used those ones before. If you guys remember, I got, like, variety box that had some of all the lengths and all the shapes, and I've only used it once, and it was for the short squares. So I decided to use the short stilettos, or not stilettos, the short coffins. I was thinking about doing the short stilettos, but then I didn't, because I didn't, I don't know, I was just like, I wasn't feeling stilettos. So, but I really like these short coffins a lot. These are the sculpted ones. They are a little thicker, just in general. Like, I know, like, I mean, there's 2 coats of polish and then top coat, and, you know, I also have base coat on. So, I mean, like, but even then, I feel that they're a little bit thicker. Like, they're a little bit more sturdy, a little bit thicker. You can bend them, but they're not as easy to bend as others. And then my secret for being able to take gel off and be able to change my nails is I put this on underneath my polish. So I sometimes will use peel off a base coat underneath my nails so I can take the nails off easier, but so I don't, because I like to do my nails often, because I like to put out content and everything like that. And I know a lot of different creators, like I said, they'll use the Jello peel off base coat underneath their actual nails and then redo the entire set once a week or however often they do it, right? I don't like doing that, because then I feel like I go through my nail tips too quick and then I have to buy more nail tips. And, like, that's kind of like what, and also I only have so many of, like, these ones because it's a variety pack, so I only have a couple of each size. So I can only do my nails realistically, like, maybe twice with the ones I have in the variety pack. But anyway, you know, so instead of always redoing, like, my full set, I use the Holo Taco peel off base coat, or peely, well, it's called peely base, but I use the Holo Taco peely base, and I put that on top of my fake nails underneath my polish, and it pops right off. Like, Gel, okay, if this was like just regular nail polish, it would last like 2 hours because the peely base honestly works a little too well, in my opinion. But underneath the gel polish, it'll last a couple of days unless I actively try to pick it off. So this will last a few days and then I can change my nail polish. So, and if I'm using regular nail polish, I don't use the peely base, unless it's like a super heavy glitter. And I just use nail polish remover to take it off because I use non-acetone nail polish remover, and it will take it off without really affecting the tips. As long as I'm not like sitting there really scrubbing or letting them soak, I can just take regular nail polish off. Like I said, unless it's like super heavy glitter, and then I will use the peely base. And it will just come right off, and I can use these same fingernails, the same tips. I can keep them on for 2-3 weeks, as long as my retention's good and they don't pop and they don't like start to lift or whatever. I think the longest I've ever had the same nail tips on was like 3 or 4 weeks, and they didn't even start lifting. Like, they weren't even lifting off. They just grew out so far, I had to take them off because I couldn't stand it anymore. They were, like, they had grown out, like, to here. It was ridiculous. But I don't know what I did that day, but the retention was good. So hopefully these stay on pretty well, because I really like this length, and I really like these a lot. And I do like the nails. I like them a lot. I like the polish I chose. I just wanted to do magnetics. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick a couple magnetics, or I'm going to pick at least one magnetic and just do a magnetic, because when I can't figure out what I want to do, like design-wise, a magnetic just makes me so happy. So yeah, these are the new nails and I love them. Again, dvok. DM21 is this one. And DM04, which is this one. So pretty. Alright, I know I got a little rambly in this video, but yeah, again, peely base Holo Taco is awesome and works for gel polish. So if you want to change your polish but not necessarily redo your nails, / you don't want to do the whole the filing thing, peely base, it works great. And you can get them to last a little while, at least 4 or 5 days to maybe even a full week before they pop off. So yeah, that is my video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.